I know who you are, but for those of us who don't know who you are, you mind telling me a little bit about who you are, what you do, all that fun stuff?
Yeah, sure. All right, I'm Anthony. I'm from New Jersey. Pretty obvious. I think that anybody I meet within the first 2 minutes, they don't ever ask me. What they say is, "Hey, where you from, Jersey?" It's never where you from. It's where you from, Jersey. I'll get a Long Island here and there, but usually it's Jersey. But we've been, I've been, entrepreneur for 20 years. I've been in a ton of different businesses, call center, mortgage business. And then in the last 5 years, I've been pretty much all Amazon, FBA since 2012. And then in the past year and a half, we've also been involved. What's up? We got some of our people here. I just posted this in our Jersey group over here, Andrew. So we're going to have some of the Jersey group people here joining us. And
beautiful.
Yep, Merch by Amazon for the past year and a half, which is a newer opportunity that I think is phenomenal. That we have a huge group, that we're an awesome community that we're building around Merch by Amazon. I think it's a great business model. It's just early on right now, so they're still working out the kinks. But I love that business model. I love Amazon, period. So I just want to catch some of their crumbs. That's it. Just a couple Amazon crumbs, whether it's FBA or Merch, couple crumbs, and then I think we'll be in good shape for a long time.
Beautiful. Everyone who doesn't know, we're also in Jersey, so all the Jersey people that Anthony has kindly invited here, welcome. We are also part of your home here. I wish I had that accent though. I'm not originally from Jersey. If I was, maybe I would, but I don't.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up South Florida, so basically New York, really, because everyone I knew was from New York. But I actually grew up in South Florida.
Where, where, Miami?
Boca, unfortunately.
Oh, Boca.
So like Fort Lauderdale, pretty much. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, dude, it was not fun. It was a lot of old people, mostly retired people, and then me.
A lot of old people. Yeah.
All right, dude. So you scaled like basically overnight compared to some people. So last year, you guys like nearly doubled your business. You are like the kings of launching new SKUs. Like you're doing like on average, what do you do, like 10 to 20 a month, right?
Yeah, we went launch crazy last year, and it worked, and we almost doubled revenue. But there's also a lot of cost too when you do that. Because we went a little crazy. So doubled revenue didn't mean that it doubled bottom line either, though. Because we had to, we do a lot of sourcing from China, as we work together very closely, and, laying out a lot of money for new products. And, so it's a little risky to go about it that way. But yeah, we're doing well. And now the focus this year is to really, last year we went launch crazy. We're going to keep launching SKUs, but we're going to kind of, not launch at that rapid pace and more tighten up the business and focus more on the expansion, overseas.
Yeah. Oh, so what are you guys thinking of going for?
So we started already. So we started with the Europe expansion. So Amazon reached out to us. They signed us a rep, and they've been, you see that they've been pretty proactive at reaching out to sellers here in the US and getting them to and pushing them to start, doing their stuff overseas. We were reluctant at first. Then we had a guy, we got him on the phone. He said, look, the traffic from these 5 countries, which is UK, France, Spain, Italy, and Germany combined, equals the same traffic as Amazon US, but with much less competition. And we want to help you, help you scale out there, because we were always worried about how to even do it, logistics and freight and taxes. So they really made it a lot easier for third-party sellers like us to do that. So he's like, look, this is how it works. Number one, you got to register for the VAT tax, right? Once you do that, then we will help you along the way. We're going to copy over all your listings for you into the UK. We're then going to translate the listings in German, Italian, Spanish, and French for you, put them on those marketplaces. He goes in, and once you're ready, you're going to ship all your inventory into one location to the UK, and then we'll distribute your products from the UK to the other FBA warehouses in the other countries. I was like, holy shit. I was thinking in my head the whole time, I'm thinking we got to build listings in fucking German and French, and we got to be shipping, you know, shipping products into FBA here, FBA there, but they're making it really, really easy to do it. So the shipment's actually on the way now. We sent it out about a week ago. It'll take probably a couple more weeks before it gets there. And then we got to start with the other stuff, the optimization, try to get reviews. Sponsored products has its own thing in every different, you know, so there's a lot more work to do, but they made it really easy to at least get started out there.
Yeah, so they're going to translate the listings for you, but when you start PPC, who's going to translate the keywords for you?
I got no idea, bro.
You got to learn German, bro.
as soon as inventory hits, that's be the next step, and then you know, we'll take it from there. Yeah. I'll tell you what really inspired me to do this. When we went to the Accelerate event, okay, in New York City, that you guys did with Chad, I talked to a guy there about Europe. He said, listen, man, he goes, he was doing some crazy numbers. He goes, and believe it or not, 90% of my sales are in the Amazon European market and 10% are from the US. I was like, what? Yeah. And he was doing like 300-400 grand a month in revenue. And I was like, he's like, yeah, man, the market's untapped. It's actually easier to sell out there once you learn how to set it up. I was like, you know what? I had enough, Kevin. What are we doing here? I'm like, you know, we did 2.2 this year. You know, why can't we could double revenue by getting it out there? So we said, fuck it, let's just do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a few sellers that do really well. You got to get in all of the markets out there, but still, it can be like a huge revenue driver for a lot. The only problem is the translation, but you get someone in each country, you should be fine.
Yeah, and another thing that really made us want to do it too was, you know, somebody called me from Amazon back in like maybe August last year and said, hey, I'm calling from the FBA export team. You know, did you know that you don't have FBA export enabled in your account? I was like, what does that mean? He goes, that means that if someone is in another country and they want to shop on Amazon.com to buy your products and pay the shipping costs, they can't do it. I'm like, I didn't know that. What do I have to do? He's like, just go here and turn this button on. So turned it on, right? Turned it on. And then the guy called me 2 months later. He goes, hey, let's look at your FBA export report now, and let's see how many sales you've gotten from overseas. And dude, there was people that bought our shit from Israel, China, Sri Lanka, Australia, Europe, France, Spain. I was like, wow. And they paid for the shipping cost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, holy
That's
shit,
nuts.
This is a big market. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, there really is a market. And, you know, and actually a lot of purchases came from Australia.
Yeah, Australia, and, Amazon's like picking up fast.
Yeah,
they haven't. A lot about it now.
Yeah, they haven't released the FBA to us yet to expand, but as soon as they do, I mean, it's an English-speaking country. It makes completely logical sense for us to put our stuff over there, right?
Yeah.
Well, sense. Expansion right now. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. Sorry. Someone
yeah.
called me.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook
that has to
stop calls when you're on Facebook Live. It doesn't make any sense. I don't want to call if I'm doing this right now.
My wife was notorious for doing that to me. And we go live every day at the same time, 2 o'clock. For a month straight, she called me every day at 2:10. I was like, listen, enough's enough.
You know what I was thinking that you could be doing actually with the PPC stuff is if they're translating for you, you could just create like an all products automatic campaign, or better yet, separate the products out, do automatic campaigns and just let it teach you. So just, who cares? Pull search term report, take the top stuff and put it in the manual campaign. You don't even need to know German. You'll just know what people are searching and what you're actually converting with.
Oh yeah, that's what we're planning on doing. I mean, look, I learned from you. And, you know, you taught us how to do it. So we're going to set up the all products order, which is everything, and then set up an order for each one and let Amazon figure out the keywords for us. I just don't know how to build manual off the bat, but maybe I shouldn't even bother and just let Amazon figure it out for us.
Yeah, well, I would start with just the automatic campaign, separate out the SKUs, and then just run the campaign, wait a while, pull a search term report, and then make a manual campaign with all the sales that you got from that. That's probably going to be the easiest way, so you don't have to learn the language.
And then when I see the keywords in German, I'm like, all right, whatever that keyword is, just fucking copy it and put it in manual.
Yeah. Dude, half the time, like, you don't even need to read the keyword. Just look at the sales and be like, hey, I don't know what this word is, but it works, so screw it. I'm going to throw it up there.
As long as it's converting and the A cost is low, we're going to throw it in.
Yeah, exactly. All right, dude. So how are you doing product research? You guys went crazy on launching SKUs last year. I would love to know like how it is you guys find like, oh, we need to get into this now kind of thing.
So, you know, when we first started, we were kind of all over the place, and we launched products in like, we were in different niches, and we were in every category you can imagine. And we were just trying all different things. We tried things in survival and sports and outdoors. We tried exercise equipment. We did yoga mats. We did these survival water straws where you could put a straw in like dirty mud. Yeah, like, and we made like yearly planners. We made everything where I saw there might be an opportunity. And as we did more and more of that, it became increasingly difficult to deal with so many different vendors and so much different, you know, cash flow problems. And then we finally found a couple niches in the like accessory department that were working. That was like, that was easy to scale. Then we started doing product variations, different colors, different sizes. So now 80% of our business is all kind of within the same kind of accessories, just different sizes, colors, variations. And, you know, our accessories complement, you know, current products that are already selling. So we have a guy that works for us full time. His name is Jose. Literally all day, he's on Amazon looking to see what's selling, looking to see what products have a good BCR that maybe some of our accessories would be able to complement. And he puts all these ideas on this idea list, right? It's an Excel sheet, and he adds like, you know, 10, 20 ideas to the list every week. And once every other week, we go through them and we say, okay, this might work. And I approve the ideas that we think might work. And then it goes to the next step where we order a product, make sure it's compatible. Then it goes to the VA and overseas. She builds the listing. Then we have somebody doing the picture. So it took a long time, but Kevin, I gotta give it to Kevin. He's the process guy. He really put together a really good process for ideas all the way through launching a product, with all the help we have between the VAs and the people here. So, you know, we have a good system in place, thank God, and I just want to keep on scaling it.
You guys outsource a lot, right? Like you don't have that many people in-house.
We have 6 people. For Amazon, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people here, and then overseas now we have probably about 6 or 7. And I tell you, the amazing people that we find, if you find the right people overseas that are, they're very coachable, they're very smart, they're workhorses, and you'd be surprised that some of their comprehension level is the same, if not even better than ours, and they work a lot harder than most people here in the States. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Like our VA for merch is like, forget it. Like here she's on right now. Look, see my VA right here is on the live joining us right now. Her name is Jazz. She's like my golden goose. You know, it's amazing.
We're just, she might get headhunted sitting here watching this.
She'll never leave us. She'll never leave us. You know, but you know what? Jazz and the other VAs, they are employees just like the employees here in the office. We communicate all day as if they're right next to us, and they're just as valuable. So it's one big team, one big community, one big culture for the whole company, no matter where they are, no matter what location they're in, and that's it.
Nice. So you mentioned merch. She's with merch. It's funny. I was thinking of this the other day. I was reading this thing. There's a lot of like entrepreneurs and stuff like that, and they always say like it's always nice to have like kind of like a small side hustle. And all the entrepreneurs were talking about what theirs are, and I thought it was hilarious because your fucking side hustle is still Amazon. You're doing merch by Amazon, and that's awesome. Like, how do you even come up with these T-shirt ideas? And then obviously, if we have anyone who doesn't know what merch by Amazon is, if you can like shine a little light on that.
Yeah. So, you know, Merch by Amazon is a newer platform that they actually launched it about 2 years ago. And what they initially made the platform for, they made it for app creators, right? So let's say you were a creator and you made an app and let's say you were the owner of Candy Crush, right? And you had a lot of people that played Candy Crush. You had fans, you know, they made this, you know, platform where you were able to sell, you know, merchandise to those fans. So you can make Candy Crush shirts, and then fans of your app could go and buy it. And it's all print on demand, which means that all you do is submit the design to Amazon, and then Amazon will put it on a mock-up of a shirt. And when somebody buys the shirt, Amazon prints the shirt with these amazing printers, ships it out, you know, Prime 2 days, and they do all the work. All you're doing is creating the design. That's why they originally made it. they decided to open it up to other creators, content creators, to be able to sell merchandise too. And then it just exploded. So I don't know how many people are in merch now. It's a great platform. But I mean, I will say that, you know, because it's still early, there's a lot of different kinks. It expanded so fast. They're trying to keep up with demand. They just opened up another facility in Pennsylvania with a whole shitload of printers to print out more stuff. Now they have they have sweatshirts, long sleeves, hoodies. They're going to be releasing a print-on-demand pop sockets. You know, those little pop sockets that go back on the phones. Yeah. Hopefully mugs are coming out. So the great part about merch is that you have no inventory. There's no cash flow. There's no packaging. There's
like
no logistics.
One person. Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Amazing.
There's no China. It will be amazing once we could do the big numbers like we can do, like FBA sellers can. But the platform itself is amazing. And as far as coming up with ideas, you know, Merch by Amazon's built on Facebook groups. There's all these Facebook groups with leaders in the groups and everybody, and a lot of good graphic designers, artists, smart marketers, and they just teach you how to do research. They teach you how to go find niches, how to get designs made. I mean, I'm not a designer by any means, and you know, but we have designers in the Philippines, and then we give them ideas and we give them links for inspiration, and you know, it's more marketing than it is designing, to be honest with you. It's more about finding the niches that aren't competitive, using the right keywords so your listings are found. You know, the designs you can get made by anybody. You know, you could buy designs, you could hire designers in the Philippines. It's more about the marketing end of it than anything else. So it is similar to FBA without dealing with all the bullshit.
Yeah. So I know there's like the licensing issues, like you can't like take the football team and put it on there and all that stuff. So there's only like two options, right? Like you can either come up with a really cool design that someone actually wants to wear, or you can go the other route of something like really timely. So like if someone busts their ass at the Grammys and you can like make a shirt out of that because no one owns it, or they say something stupid, then you can like just push those out. But like otherwise, like what are you actually putting on some of these shirts, since you can't do anything else unless you have the licensing rights?
I mean, it's endless. I mean, there's in this business, there's evergreens and then there's the trends. So the trends is where you could pop off. And if you hit the right trend, you can make a shitload of sales in a short period of time. Like right now, St. Patrick's Day is popping off. Then you got, you know, you got Mother's Day, Cinco de Mayo, Father's Day, you know, Easter. There's all the big trends, but those trends are very competitive. There's a lot of shirts being uploaded. So you got to have a smart strategy, throw some marketing behind it, use some AMS, maybe some Facebook ads, Pinterest. Then you have the evergreen strategy. We have t-shirts in niches like pizza, tacos, hiking, skiing. We just launched a lot of shirts with just words on it, say funny stuff, funny workout shirts. And we have a funny shirt that we sell, you know, 3 times a week that says, "Do you even lift, bro?" With a guy like holding up his arm like a muscle. Like, you know, you could do. No one knows that. No one trademarked that. No one's trademarked that one yet. Now that I said it, I'm sure somebody will. Yeah. But you know, there's endless amounts of different ideas, and you know, shirts sell, t-shirts sell. You know, so you know, it's endless, but it is competitive, and you got to be smart and have the right niche research strategy to do good in this business.
Yeah. Nice. Hey, I know we still got some people on here. If anyone's got questions, feel free to submit them. I saw one, Leona, do you guys always run one product per campaign ad, or do you group them all together? So when we were helping Anthony out, we grouped the colors together, but it would still be one product. So like basically the variations you can group together, but you don't want to group together anything else outside of that because your keywords might be all over the place. So like if I'm doing pads and I got pink and red and blue, then yeah, go ahead and put them in one thing, but I'm not going to do pads and pens because they'll get all messed up. So you want to like separate everything else. Conrad said imagination is a big key with merch. Yeah. So you have, do you even come up with the ideas for merch, or do you just have someone like submit ideas for you?
Yeah, no, we come up with most of the ideas. You know, there's a lot of resources, man. You'd be amazed at the amount of training and different webinars and YouTube channels and the groups, and everybody gives you ideas on how to do it. There's newsletters on how to do niche research. You know, so you learn. As soon as you get into merch and you get into the groups, there's so many resources and training, and we do a shitload of content with YouTube and podcasts, and you just kind of learn pretty quick, and you just go at it, and then you got to just tier up. You start at the 10 tier, 25, then you go to 100, 500. We're at the 6,000 tier now. There's guys at 12,000, 16,000, guys that are doing really, really well. So it's like any other business. You got to work it, but like I said, there's not a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. All right. I don't want to take up much more of your time. I know we've sat here for a good 20 minutes. I know you got a bunch of stuff. You got Facebook groups and podcasts and YouTube channels and all that stuff. You want to wrap up your side of stuff and let everyone know where they can find you?
Yeah. The easiest thing to do is just go to jerseymerch.com. That's our website, jerseymerch.com. Our podcast is on there. Links to YouTube, our Facebook group, all the tools. We have a tool called the Merchinator, which helps you put filters on designs. So just go to jerseymerch.com. You can find out anything about us, and we'd love to help if you want to get started with Merch by Amazon.
Beautiful. Anthony, I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for chatting with me.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. Whenever you want us on, you just let me know, and I'll be on anytime.